There's obviously pros and cons when it comes to owning versus renting a home, but I'm always going to lean more in favor of owning a home. And in this video, I'm covering the 3 best reasons to own a home versus renting a home. Now, the first reason is that your fixed rate mortgage is actually inflation proof for the entire life of the loan. You ever notice that it costs more and more to rent a home every single year? Well, one of the big reasons the rent prices go up is because of inflation. When you finance a home for 15 or 30 years, you're locked into that rate for the entire term, so you never have to worry about inflation affecting your monthly payments. The payments will always stay exactly the same. So basically, if you pay $1,500 a month right now for your house, then in 25 years, you're still going to be paying $1,500 a month for the same house. And trust me, after 20-25 years, you'll definitely notice that your house is a lot more affordable than it was in the very beginning. Everything else around you will cost more, but you'll probably be making more at your job too. Now just imagine that you had been renting a house for the last 20-25 years. Do you really think the payment would still be $1,500 a month? I would bet that just after a couple years, your rent would go up. Now, the second reason to own a home is that all the interest you pay towards your mortgage is tax deductible, and that's freaking awesome. You definitely don't get that from renting. So let's say that you pay $10,000 in interest over a year on your mortgage and you're in the 20% tax bracket. Now, don't think that you're going to save 10 grand on your taxes, because that's not how it works. So in this example, you'll save 20% on the $10,000 that you spent in interest, which is $2,000 that you're going to save on your taxes, because that's how the math works. So you still gave $8,000 in interest to the bank, but that's still better than what you'd get from renting a house. There isn't a tax break for renting, so everything you pay in rent will just be thrown away. Now, the third reason to own a home is because it's an asset that you actually own. And I know that's obvious, but let me elaborate. Now, if you rent your home, you've got nothing but monthly payment after monthly payment. But if you own your home, it's your asset, and they're generally worth a lot of money. Over the course of history, houses typically go up in value. Now, if you do make money on your home when you sell it, you won't have to pay taxes on the gains as long as you roll it into your next property. I'm not a professional, so make sure you talk to an actual accountant to get real advice, because every state has different rules on this kind of stuff. But generally speaking, if you do make money on the home, as long as you roll it into the next house, then you won't have to pay taxes on the gains. And I also want to mention that owning a home is a forced savings plan as well. And this is simply because a portion of your monthly payments is always going to go towards the principal of your home, which is kind of like a savings account. So you definitely don't get those perks either if you're renting. Now, I'm Jason with the Honest Finance channel, and I like to talk a lot about different financial topics. So if you are interested in this type of content, feel free to subscribe, or at least give this video a like. That's all.